So this is it, the final week of the first season of Modern Warfare. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for another content drop within the game. Coming off a dry spell lasting well over a month now compared to the bi-weekly drops that we'd seen up through the launch of the game, and then as well all throughout Season 0, and then for the first couple of weeks of Season 1 even. I was all into that, but I'm really ready to get my hands on something new. Now, we're not too far away, so the wait for that drop is only a little bit longer, but today I wanted to discuss with you 8 big things to keep an eye out for, and in some cases for you to even take advantage of while we're waiting for the coming launch of Season 2 as of next week. From new teasers to double XP events, to make sure that you can get caught up on everything that you need to finish for Season 1, there's a decent bit to discuss. So that said, let me know in the comments below one thing that you guys want to see coming with Season 2 and why, whether that be a new map, weapon, mode, or major game change, whatever it is, feel free to discuss. As well, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button while we're on that road to 300,000 subscribers to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare on a daily basis. But anyways, let's get into it. So right up front, like we said, this is the final week of Season 1. 7 days from now will still be Season 1, so we can't say that Season 2 falls into this category of things to look out for this week, but we're just about there. That said, this is the final week that you can take advantage of a few things within Modern Warfare. Mainly, it's your final chance to get to rank 155, or I guess rather 156, and secure yourself that M91 Warhead variant. It's your final chance to complete your Battle Pass, get the Holger 26 and the Ram 7 by tiers 30, and then a few other cool cosmetics like weapon blueprints all the way up to tier 100, and it's your final chance to complete your officer challenges to get yourself one of those seasonal emblems, though to my knowledge, even though just an emblem this season's doesn't seem to have any animated 100% completion reward, so that's kind of a bummer comparative to last season, but those are your big 3. It might also be your final chance to get some of the shop contents like weapon blueprints, since we saw that there was a collective pool introduced at the beginning of Season 1, but that one's lesser known. There's nothing really that sets the protocol for what stays and what goes in that area of the season, so we'll just have to wait and see with that. But if any of these things seem important to you, you'll want to carve out some time this week to play and make up some ground on those items that you may want to do so with. My current focus is capping off the third of the 3, getting those officer challenges done, even though I know that ultimately there's not really anything that makes it truly worth it. I'm just looking for something to do along with Damascus, I guess. But the second thing that we can discuss that should be able to help you out with that is new double XP events to help you in the areas that we just listed in case you need to catch up. So that means there's going to be double XP, double weapon XP, and double tier progression active throughout the week at various times. Now, this may be something you actually have seen in the past a little bit. Last week, I got a few tweets and comments saying that it showed up for a match or two for players randomly, but then was removed and seemingly was just a bug. Then we saw on Friday when the tier sale went live and that started, that the official Call of Duty Twitter account tweeted about 2x tier boost being live, but 2 minutes after that tweet was sent, it was deleted on the various global Call of Duty accounts, seemingly showcasing that it went out just a little bit too early because it wasn't live in-game, to which it let us know that one was on the horizon. But then we actually got a blog post on Friday where Infinity Ward basically just recapped the week, but again, in that lone sentence or two that provided more insight into the coming week, it confirmed that we would be seeing all 3 coming this week: double weapon XP, double XP, and 2x tier progression. So further compounding on that mention, a blog post by Activision today actually confirmed that double weapon XP and double XP will be starting early. So that means that not all 3 boosts will be released at the same time, but double XP and double weapon XP start on the 5th, that being this Wednesday, so we get an extra couple of days, and as a long weekend, it looks almost a full week actually with the benefits, which is phenomenal if you ask me. It looks like, though not mentioned in the blog post by Activision, that the double tiers will be this weekend at a standard Friday start time, since it was confirmed by Infinity Ward's community update blog post, not actually the Activision blog post that went out today talking about the other 2. There's going to be plenty of time if you have an open weekend that you'll be able to grind out and complete anything you may need to finish, like your ranks or your battle pass, or in my case, that super helpful boost for the weapon ranks, because I'm 100% going to be grinding out this weekend, going for my shotguns, pistols, launchers, and melees, getting those ranked up, because those are the most tedious ones. Want to get those out of the way as quick and easy as possible, but those will be available for sure, so make sure again if you need to finish anything up, you take advantage of that. And also, real quickly, talking boost though, the tier sale that's been going on this weekend actually got extended until Wednesday as well, so you have a few more days to get those tiers for a discounted price of 100 COD points as opposed to the 150 they normally are, though again that's not really my jam, especially if we have a tier boost coming up as an event, but that'll be available for a couple more days here, so you can take advantage of that if you'd like to before it's gone. Then we'll see as of tomorrow a playlist refresh, as we do with every week. We'll end up seeing a playlist refresh getting rid of Gunfight Custom and Deathmatch Domination. Personally, I'm okay with Gunfight Custom going away. it really wasn't a balanced gunfight experience if you ask me. Part of that uniqueness of gunfight was the fact that the loadouts were even, so it created that balance and pitted players on gun skill and their ability to either outmaneuver or outthink their opponents, not necessarily one having a pistol and one having an M4 MP5 overkill class. Deathmatch domination, though, that is a cool one. I'll miss that one for a bit, but replacing them this upcoming week, we already have seen announced, is that of Gunfight Grind and a slot for both Shipment 24/7 and Shoot House 24/7. No more Shoot the Ship, and it's 50-50 chance you get your pick of the litter. And I'll be honest, for the weapons grinding perspective, you don't understand how excited I am for a double weapon XP and a shipment combo. This is going to make life so much easier for those guys grinding out weapons, but also rest easy to our collective KDs. Mine's dropped significantly since almost going exclusively with shipment for weapon grinding, and yours may as well too, but Gunfight Grind also should be good. You'll have tags that you can collect and respawn your teammates, just like Grind, but in a gunfight setting, so I'm all for that one as well. We'll see a shop refresh, naturally, as we see with every weekly update, but at the same time, we don't have, as of tomorrow, any basis for what may be coming. So I just simply expect maybe 2 new featured bundles to be in the shop as of tomorrow. But outside of that, one thing in relation to the shop that we will see later this week is some sales numbers will be revealed for the Outback Relief bundle. Now, this is something that, again, is rather interesting to hear. Numbers like this aren't often discussed in a detailed perspective, but for the Outback Relief bundle, that outfit, weapon skin, and a few other bundled items that were converted from being just a simple featured item to being a charity bundle that all proceeds would go to for the aid of the Australian bushfires, that's going to be revealed to us here with this. Outside of Nikto, I'm fairly certain that's the only bundle that I've gotten in the featured category, and that's because it went towards a good cause. Infinity Ward stated that they'll be sharing these sales figures later this week in their blog post from Friday, and that's something that I'm a couple of things on. I'm curious on, but I'm also a little nervous for as well. This is, again, to my knowledge, the first time we've seen any direct sales figure for a specific in-game item. We always hear about how MTX eclipses the $1 billion mark or something, or there's X amount of copies sold at launch, or how a game's been the most downloaded game of the quarter, of the console generation, and so on and so forth. But this time, it's cold hard numbers relating to a dollar amount for a singular bundle. This could be good or bad, I guess, depending on your outlook on it, I suppose. So far, I really don't think that outside of having a few pieces here and there of featured bundles, you can't buy individually. I really haven't had too many qualms with the new shop this year, so perhaps it validates the reasoning for them switching to the system, or perhaps it's something that maybe makes us a little bit worried that maybe they'll go back to a different system in the future. I don't know, I guess we'll just see what the fate of this is in a few short days, but for the time being, that'll be on the way relatively soon. But now let's start to talk about the cooler stuff here, the things we're probably looking forward to, maybe a little bit more than just a playlist refresh. That being Season 2 teasers. Now, I'm thinking this goes in a couple of different ways. Firstly, the Season 2 teasers in the sense of in-game teasers, trailers, images, all that stuff in the media that is showcased this upcoming week. By all indications from what we've seen in recent years, should be when we start to get a lot of this debuted, whether that be direct teasers for new maps, new operators, which we've seen in the likes of Ghost before. I'm actually kind of expecting another in-game teaser, given that we've seen a kind of ramp-up effort for showcasing Ghost in-game, not necessarily just even out of the game and other media and other marketing. I'm kind of expecting that'll be coming along. A trailer is almost certainly guaranteed within this next upcoming week. I can't imagine them doing a dead drop where there's absolutely no promotion for it and it just kind of happens, or at least I'm hoping that's not the case. I think that marketing-wise is a very bad call every single time that happens. So a trailer, I don't know if I'd expect it as of tomorrow. I think that given recent times and the marketing efforts, I would probably say that we see if a trailer comes out in this week, not necessarily as in on Monday or something like that 7 days from now. I'd say that we get a trailer maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. But I'd be all for being wrong on that and it coming tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll likely get Twitter images hyping up some stuff, either that being from the official Call of Duty Twitter account, whether that be from Infinity Ward, whether that be from PlayStation, or whoever ends up doing that marketing stuff here for it. We've seen cross-promotion on multiple different accounts the past couple of years. And so this upcoming week, we should learn about the fate of new upcoming maps, new weapons, new battle pass items, new operators. That stuff should all become relatively public information within the next 7 days, which of course, as that happens, we'll cover it here on the channel, so make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll keep you up to date so you don't miss a thing. But Season 2 will be revealing itself here very, very shortly. Now, the next thing to talk about is that of a blog post. While the last couple of weeks have been kind of more so community recaps rather than community updates, given the fact that we will be seeing these things showcased, how we'll have some Season 2 teasers, I'm expecting the blog post this upcoming Friday to have some more specific details about the coming content as of Season 2, given that at that point, we'll only be 4 days away from the launch of the new season, so why not throw some new stuff in there? So hopefully that provides some more insight and some more in-depth looks at everything, but fingers crossed, that's pretty much up there. And to round out this week of things to look out for, I want to talk about one thing that is a little bit more speculative. That being, again, possibly a title update. There are still plenty of issues that do need to be fixed as of right now with update 1.13, introducing quite a few bugs here than may be intended. But if there's a title update that may come along with that and more 2v2 map we've discussed here on the channel, though, the more I think about it, the more I think Shipment being 2v2 compatible was that and more that was listed. But again, if there is another title update, that should, as with what we've discussed in the past, give us a little bit more information in terms of what will be data mined, what will be seen in the game files. If this does in fact have something before Season 2, it'll give us a lot more insight as to the coming items, and honestly may spoil even some of the specific items like the weapons, like the battle pass items, like the maps, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see if that happens, but that's where we're gonna round out this video. So let me know your thoughts again in the comment section down below. Is there anything in particular, if you could introduce one thing to Season 2, what would it be? Let me know down in the comment section down below and why, but hopefully enjoyed the video. That said, if you did, make sure to drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare, updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff we got you covered here on the channel. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best places to keep connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. But let's send out of the way. Thank you guys all so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.